Welcome to your weekly focus for October. We already had a card fall out. Eight of Wands, opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. Okay, this is where we can see the opportunities that lay in our wait. I usually get her as a sense of looking too far forward, but I almost get like she can see where those opportunities are going to take her, and she is deciding the path. So let's keep her in the back of our minds. So our weekly focus for October the 24th through to the 30th, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. Now, I'm going to go back to the weekly signs this week, so come back for that. But I kind of like doing this. I kind of like watching the moon walk through the cards and, tap in on certain energies that are going to affect us all in some way in the coming week. So hopefully you do like this. Let me know. If you don't like the format, if you don't want it, then I won't do it, because this channel is for you. So let's see what we get for our 7 cards. Three of Wands. Three of Wands is our very first card on the board. We have, oh my gosh, they're upside down, or did I put this one up backwards? Because look, again back. The Eight of Wands. I hate it when my cards are mixed up. Okay, so it was the Three of Wands that was reversed. Well, let's turn it upside down then. Okay, we have the Two of Cups. The Eight of Pentacles. We very rarely get a reverse card. I'm very meticulous about how the cards go in the deck. Three of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. And is that 7? Because I think last week we ended up with 6, and that's 6. And the Hermit. The 7th card. Okay. So, the Hermit is probably our strongest card, and that makes the most sense because we have the new moon on the 30th. We have the Three of Wands reversed as our very first card. So this is going to be a week of don't worry if you can't see where you are going, what it all means. Okay? Because it's going to become clear to us. We're going to understand. So the Three of Wands is typically us looking towards the future, towards where we are going, the path, and we are weighing out the pros and cons. But I don't think with the card reversed we're weighing them out anymore as much as making the decisions. Because it's really about, at the end of the week, making the decision. Now, we enter the Scorpio energy, right? Or we have entered the Scorpio energy. Okay, the sun is actually in the first degrees of Scorpio. So we've entered this fixed energy, and it's a water element. So if you wanted to understand Scorpio, you imagine an iceberg. Okay, and we only see the very tip, and the rest, the majority, is actually submerged, right, under the water. So the iceberg represents the great depth that we can actually tap into. Now, Scorpio is a lot of things. It is spiritual, imaginative, it's passionate, it's emotional, it's persistent, it's intense, it's unyielding, and it's the sign of extremes, right? It's black or it's white. There's no gray energy allowed. So, with the Three of Wands being reversed, okay, even though Scorpio is this fixed sign, okay, Scorpio allows us to dig deeper and understand our truest desires at a deeper level, or one of the deepest level. And when we use this energy in this way, we can actually come up with a dozen new ways of moving forward. So I think as this week progresses, we're going to be more and more undecisive about what we're truly stepping into. Or we're looking at a bunch of information and understanding how to connect the dots and how to move forward. Now, our next card is the Eight of Wands. So this is also Moon and Leo, right? So it could be our inner child, our creativity. It could be, yeah, play, creativity. Or it could be, because it is reversed, where we kind of get a little self-centered or we get self-indulgent. So be careful of that. Now, the moon then, I think it's for the next 3 days. So the Eight of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. Let's get all those up there. Okay, in Virgo. So that's our hardworking, that's our well-organized personality comes out. You know, we want to do well. We want to, I mean, let's break it up here with the Eight of Wands. So we have the Eight of Wands first, and this is the opportunities coming in. This is, you know, us really looking at, with the Moon in Virgo, understanding everything, the order things have to be in our life, bringing in common sense. Okay, where can we be more responsible? Where is the opportunity to be more responsible in our life? Okay, we get this thoughtful approach to how we're going to go forward. And this could bring in new ways of thinking, new understandings, seeing how we can put our routines together in a brand new way, set out on new courses in a brand new way, go into relationships. Because we have a lot of common sense right now. And Eight of Pentacles, I mean, Eight of Pentacles is so much about being organized, being hardworking, doing your best. Okay, where we take responsibility or ownership for our creativity, for what we bring to the table, and raising the bar on it in some way. Now, Moon in Libra on the 28th and the 29th is Three of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. So it has a lot to do with, I think, maybe our creativity, but money, maybe how we create money in our life. Okay, now with the Three of Pentacles, it's hard work. But we want to create something beautiful. We want to create something of harmony. Okay, we see where maybe we want to evolve things in our life, but we can be indecisive. We look very indecisive there, don't we? We're kind of mulling it out. We're looking at the polar energies. We're looking at we're looking at the opposites. So very much the Scorpio energy of black or white, up or down, death and rebirth. And this is, you know, we could be flip-flopping here, okay? But we have to go forward. We have to, you know, we might be striving for the fair outcomes, or we could be looking for the beauty and the harmony and how to create that in our life. But it starts with us, and that's the thing that we have to remember most, is it starts with us. It starts with our abilities, our talents, what makes us us, what makes us unique. You know, Scorpio energy is very much about defining who you are in this world, what you stand for in this world. So here we are defining ourselves. We're saying that doesn't describe me, that isn't what I'm all about, and this is what I'm all about, and this does describe me. And so how do I work towards that? How do we tap into our creativity? How do we tap into our gifts, our talents? And then we have the new moon in Scorpio. So now here we have the Hermit. So we're going inwardly. We're going inwardly to tap into our intuition. I mean, you have Scorpio, you have the moon, okay, both in, with the sun and the moon, both in Scorpio. Now, on top of that, there's so much energy around the new moon that's coming. This is where we tap into our intuition. We go inside and we say, okay, we dig deep. We use the Scorpio energy. We tap into our intuition. We tap into our higher wisdom. And then we see the plan forward. Then we see where we want to go. So expect for the new moon to have those epiphanies, those awakenings, those realizations, those aha moments. Expect, with the Three of Wands being the first card, that most of the week will probably be layered in confusion and different information coming in to make us sway one side, to make us sway to the other side, so much as the Four of Pentacles is telling us. Okay, and I'll cover it more when we get to the actual new moon energy and that day per se, but October the 30th, 2016, October is a 10, which boils down to a 1. 30th boils down to a 3, and then 2016 down to a 9, which gives us the number 13. And 13 is ruled by Scorpio. So, 13 is a very sacred number. Don't be alarmed. Be happy when you hear the number 13, because yes, it does bring in transformation and few transformations, but 13 represents change and release. Okay, it is the transformation, and as a society, we fear 13, don't we? It's a bad luck number. So the number 13 does bring in changes, but it's to bring an end into situations and relationships that no longer serve us. So only through the death of a present circumstance, only through that can we move forward into the new way of doing, the new way of being, right? The new path forward, mixing with new people, like-minded people. Okay, releasing the past allows us to move into a renewal or a rebirth, so it's a sacred number. Okay, and actually the 13th card of the tarot is the Death card, right? And that is also ruled by Scorpio. So, we have so much happening with the new moon energy. Mercury moves into Libra on day 2, okay? So we're going it's like a quest. It's a quest to go forward. It's a quest to get to the heart of the matter. It's, perceiving through what we see and what we think, and in our conversations, in our voice. There's not going to be gray area in our voice. So we could be the center of attention when we are speaking of what we want to go forward in, our passions, our desires. Okay, we're a lot more fearless when it comes to delving into the depths. Okay, Mercury and Scorpio, it allows a capability, learning at the source or the core of any problem or issue. It's once again that iceberg. It's going below the surface. Okay, we have Venus. Now, Venus conjunct Saturn in Sagittarius. So where is that? I've got the cards all mixed up here. 29th would be this again, right? And so we're going to see where we built these walls around us regarding love or passion or money or what we can feel or see or understand. Understand what walls have been self-imposed and what walls are actually there to keep us safe, so we can go forward with the strength. And then leading into the energy, the Sun trines Neptune. And as we go forward, the moon, past the moon, so into, well, probably on the 30th, but then into the next coming couple of days, the moon makes a trine with Neptune. So talk about, Neptune's in Pisces. So talk about our spirituality, our creativity, our thoughts that are going to be coming alive. We're going to be digging deep with this new moon on the correct path forward of what brings us honor in our life, the strength of our relationships, the strength of our career goals, the strength of our family, the strength of our community, and how we can build. Remember, 13 boils down to a 4, how we can build that security in our life, that strong foothold in our life, because the 3 of Wands, we definitely don't have a strong foothold when we're hanging upside down on that shoreline. So it's moving into the security, it's understanding. Remember, we were in Libra, so Libra was the diplomat, bringing us in this weighing out, looking at both sides of the coin, taking in all the information, asking the questions, being very undecisive in our decision making, but gathering the information. And so now we sit here on the new moon and we're processing that information. We're taking all that wisdom and we're saying what fits, what doesn't fit, what works, what doesn't work. And it's a very spiritual energy. With all that energy in Scorpio, it's a very spiritual energy, and it is trining Neptune in Pisces, which is a very spiritual energy. So the veil is thin. This is a beautiful week for meditation, for prayer, for balancing yourself, quiet time, getting out in nature, having those conversations with yourself, weighing out the situation, taking in all the information that you've gotten thus far, and sorting through it to know the new way forward, okay, which is the new moon. That's when we're going to plant the new seeds. Now, let's get our angel cards going here. So I'm excited about the new moon because it's going to give us a chance to dig deeper into what matters to us, what strengthens us, what brings insecurity. And we have to, even though Scorpio is a fixed energy, it does give us the possibilities of tomorrow. It does allow us to work out at a deeper core level of how we want to move forward, what our identity is. And, so the Scorpio energy is strong. Now look at the moon energy, and the moon is all about your deepest desires, your deepest wants, your deepest love. So I think it's a very transformative time, and you don't want to use the energy negatively. You don't want to be sitting on the fence too much, or not taking time to look at the information in front of you and being honest about what needs to change in your life, where the discussions need to be, where the transformation needs to happen, because then we allow the negative side of Scorpio to come out, and we can get resentful, we can get vengeful. We can, try and manipulate situations or people in order to serve our own purpose, our own ego. And so we want to do it with love. We want to do it with compassion. We want to do it, tapping into our spirituality, knowing the right way forward. So our angels are the King of Michael. Michael has been so prominent lately, hasn't he? Wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity. A situation that calls for honest and open communication. Absolutely. I think we're going to be pulling up a lot of energy. We have, don't forget now, we have Venus. I didn't even mention this. Venus is crossing over, conjuncting with Saturn, right? So crossing over Saturn. So that is our passions, that is our dreams, and seeing, or maybe I did mention it, and seeing where we have put the walls. So there could be some open and honest communication with somebody that we love, with somebody that we work with or partner with, or it could be with ourselves. It could be with our angels and spirit guides, that we need to have these honest conversations so we can sift through the information and understand what actually moves us forward and what dissipates our energy. We have the Page of Gabriel. Follow your passion. You are ready for any challenge, opportunities for excitement and adventure. And so Scorpio does allow us and opens us up. Remember, then we move into Sagittarius, right? Which is the wanderer, the adventurer. So follow your passion. You are ready for any challenge, opportunities for excitement and adventure are on the way, on the horizon. What we are going to be walking into next. So really, we really need to believe that we are, what does the Lion card say? We need to believe that we are strong enough, that we are brave enough, that we are courageous enough, that we are more than we think we are, that we've got this, that we can step into our desires, our passions. Two of Michael. It will all be better if you just make a decision over analyzing a problem and then find a compromise. And so we need to start making the decisions. We need to start deciphering the information that is in front of us, that we have obtained, the wisdom that we've obtained, and that's very much If I can dig them out, the Hermit card, going deep inside, understanding what weighs us down, what raises us up. Understanding, tapping into our emotion, our passion, our love, our compassion. So don't overanalyze. Don't keep sitting on the fence. Don't keep allowing that gray area to be in existence, especially with all the Scorpio energy. It needs to start going into the black bucket or the white bucket. No more gray bucket is allowed. We need to empty that gray bucket and understand what works and what doesn't work. Queen of Gabriel, you can do anything right now. Go after what you want. The ability to attract helpful people. And I think with Mercury going into Scorpio, I think our voice alone will attract the right people, the right conversations start, and the right people are gravitated towards us. So you can do anything you want right now. Follow your dreams, follow your passions. Believe in yourself. 8 of Gabriel. So Gabriel, we have 2 of Michael and 3 of Gabriel. Before I read that card, let's get them all up there for you to see. Okay, so there's your angels for you if you want to call upon your angels for this week. A great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results. And you know what, when we have things like Neptune and Pluto and Uranus all working together, and then we've got the new moon, sudden and immediate results. It's such a perfect card for the energy. And look at all the messages coming in. Each one of those birds tell us of a different path forward, a new message coming in. So pay attention. Pay attention right now. Absolutely. A great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results. So life could change on a dime. So go with the flow. Important communication. And since it's such a strong energy, now I do have a new moon affirmations video out there. I put it out probably a half a year ago now or so. But, listen to it. Write down some affirmations that really, you really identify with it. And make a mission statement for yourself and say it every morning, because this is a time when the veil is thin. This is a time when we can tap into the vibration of the universe to bring back what we want, what we need in our life. Was that 4? That was 5. And I guess it just wouldn't be a reading without our higher intuition cards. So, don't get frustrated and don't get upset, especially since we have this 3 of Wands reversed starting out our week for us, okay? To just go with the flow. Understand the information that comes in. Understand where the path can be going forward. Go deep inside. Tap into your emotion, your heart center of what truly brings in passion in your life, love into your life, and how you can actually step into that. What the plan needs to look like, what you already have in place, what needs to go. Seek and find. Look at that. Now that's like a little chipmunk, isn't it? Seek and find. And you know what? That is Scorpio energy, and we've got so much Scorpio energy. We see that tip of the iceberg, but we need to go to the depths. We need to go deeper. Action, believe, and manifest. And above all, watch with glittering eyes the whole world around you, because the greatest secrets are always hidden in the most unlikely places. Those who don't believe in magic will never find it. Chipmunk lets you know that although you are dreaming and wishing, you aren't taking the clear action to make your dreams come true. The clearer and stronger you desire, the more action you will receive as you begin to see the whole picture, retaining the parts you want and eliminating what you don't want. Gosh, you can't make this up, can you? Your greatest wealth is the knowledge that you are complete within yourself. Your major goal is to discover as much as you can about yourself, because the more you know about yourself, the better you can deal with any life situation. Take the action in order to push open the door you so badly want to walk through. If you don't seek, you won't find. If you don't knock, the door or the doors may remain closed. No. If you don't walk through the door, you'll remain stuck in one place. Spend some time wishing and manifesting, but don't forget to take some action too. If you want a new job, send out that resume. If you're looking for a relationship, start inquiring whether your friends know of anyone. If you want to begin a business, start writing your business plan. Today is the wake up call, or this week is the wake up call to your inner soul. Will you take the first step and turn the doorknob? So I like that. That really describes this week, doesn't it? Today is the wake up call to your inner soul. I couldn't have ended it better. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.